All righty. Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Carbines and Cantrips Book Club. We are continuing on with chapters 5 through 7 of Lord of a Shattered Land by the late Howard Andrew Jones, published by Baen Books. We got a little announcement. The next book we're doing is going to be the anthology from Bayonet Books called Chaos Theory, Biological Bedlam.
Okay.
Your boy Jesse down there is an editor and an author in that anthology, so that's gonna be cool. And then hopefully, we can get some of the authors from that antho to hop on. I'm sure, since you were the editor, I'm sure you probably have a lot of those people's socials.
I got everybody's email at least, so we'll try and figure that out. I'll see who I can get on. We've got some good sports and a wide variety of different stories. So,
what does that sound?
I don't know.
I thought somebody was like letting out squeakers, but then I think it sounds like a kid.
Yeah. No, my son woke up and so I'm not in my chair right now, but you can't tell.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I was just like, I thought you were farting and you were just hiding your shame in the darkness.
No, I hide my shame in the darkness for other reasons.
That's good to know. Yeah, dude. Chapters 5 through 7. Lord of the Shattered Land. Yeah, like last week I was kind of like, I don't know if I really like this like short story chapter kind of format. But what I think that format really lends itself well to is the fact that we like get like a new monster in every chapter, which I love.
Yep.
And they're just getting like increasingly off the wall and cool
Worse.
and horrifying.
They just get worse.
Yeah.
Well, in the last one, it wasn't the monsters themselves that were so bad, so much as the people.
Yeah.
Well, the forest goddess herself probably isn't great, but
I think you got like a robot sound coming, like a robot burp every time you talk.
Yep.
1 second.
All right. Yeah, I guess we can do a quick rundown since these are kind of formatted like stories. So chapter 5, they're out camping, they get quickly surrounded by some locals, and one is Optio. I think Optio is the rank. It's like below Centurion. I guess it's probably like a sergeant.
He's like kind of.
Yeah. Or like maybe an LT or something. I don't know how that equates to Roman legionaries.
It's a weird different position because of the century. So like I don't know many corporals that are in charge of like 100 dudes, but it's kind of like both of those things at the same time.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It's a weird position.
A centurion is like a first sergeant and like a captain at the same time. Like the Roman legions didn't really have like junior officer rank equivalents like we do now. It goes straight from senior non-com to like field grades.
Dude, your audio is really weird, Tyler. It's like
really?
It's like it's not cutting you out, but it's just like playing over your voice.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Yeah. Oh well, that's fine. We'll just work with it.
Do I need to talk louder or?
No, I can hear you fine. It's just every time you talk, it activates whatever that weird sound is.
Yeah.
Right.
Imagine if you had a nice deep bass burp like every fifth word.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's annoying. Turn off that fan. Turn off that fan. Okay. All right. So what was I even saying? Oh yeah, they don't really have equivalents to like lieutenants and captains. It goes straight from like senior non-com to field grade.
Yeah.
The Roman army.
Yeah. So basically, this like group of villagers shows up and surrounds their and how do you say like the bard's name? Antires and Antires? Let me see. How you guys say it in your head?
I just had it read.
Antires?
I just had it read to me. I was listening to it on Spotify.
How they say it?
I forget. To be honest, I heard his name like a dozen times. I'm like, oh, it's just another word. Like in my head, he's just like, oh, his like Shakespeare buddy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, him and his Hannivar and his Shakespeare buddy get surrounded by this like group of locals with like a pitchfork, real like lynch mob vibe, and they're like
immediately,
like they're accusing Hanavar of stealing some girl and her lucky bird. And they're like, give us your weapons. And then Hanavar drops this sweet line that's like, if you want them, come and take them. So I don't know if that was like a 2A thing, or was that like a Lord of the Rings quote, or both? I don't know.
Well, it's a Spartan thing.
Or 300?
Yeah, that's where that's Second Amendment movement gets it. Is Molon Labe.
Yeah, like the Molon Labe. Yeah.
Yeah. And so basically, the short version, minus all the rants, the Persians send an emissary to Leonidas and the Spartans and all of the other Grecians that are there that are helping. And the Grecians have been taking turns unit by unit, moshing the Persians for days. Mm-hmm. The Greeks are in heavy armor, the Persians aren't, and so when they clash in their phalanxes, the Greeks just run them over. It's a massacre. Yeah. But the Greeks basically kill until they get tired, and then they have to swap out. And so they're several days, they're like 2 days into this, 2 or 3 days into this, and a Persian emissary comes up and basically says, like, look, man, I don't care how many of you killed, you're outnumbered. You should just put your stuff down and surrender. And everybody forgets Leonidas is like almost 60 when this battle happens. He's an old man, and he's out there on the front, like killing with his troops. And he's very Hanavar.
Will do that.
Yeah, he's very Hanavar. Like Hanavar, as much as Hanavar is supposed to be Hannibal, Hanavar does pull a lot from Leonidas in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. And Leonidas looks at the Persian emissary like through the line, and is basically like, "Hey, man, you want him? Come get him." And that's the origin of the come and take them.
Oh, see, I've always seen like that sticker, and like I have friends with the tattoo, the Moanab, or however you say it. I didn't know that's what it meant. Yeah, I didn't know that's what it meant.
Yeah, that's literally come and take them.
Well, shows how much I know about stuff. Yeah, well, that was a cool line. And then basically the Lucian is the name of the Opio calms everybody down, and I think Hanavar uses like the alias of he is a centurion. And Lucian's a pretty cool dude. Hanavar decides to help them because he doesn't want to raise suspicion by not helping them. And they go track this girl down to get the bird back. You find out that the bird is like magical. And when they got it, like before they got it, the village they were living in was suffering from drought. And then they found the bird, and then it started raining, and everything was going great until the priestess died. And then the priestess' daughter took the bird and fled. Although the men think that somebody kidnapped her. At least that's what they say at the beginning.
The story.
Yeah, that's the story. So they go through this cool swamp, tracking her down. There's like
monsters.
Yeah, alligator monsters, cool glowing mud, like kicks up like glowing algae when you run through it in the water. There's these cool deer. We'll get to in a second, I guess. But they ended up finding out that the girl didn't get kidnapped. She took the bird because the spirits are pissed that the bird is getting plucked by the villagers who have been lying to Hanavar and the Opio about what their intentions are and what they were doing to the bird. They were just like, oh, yeah, the feathers are falling out. We're just taking the feathers.
Like, oh, we think it got sick. It was losing its feathers. So we just collected them.
Nope, we were plucking the fuck out of that thing, dude. But so the girl took it to save the bird and appease the spirits, knowing that the spirits might demand that she give up her life to make up for the horror of it all. And they end up following her back to like the altar. Confrontation goes down. People get killed. The little bird's goddess mom shows up and like fucking Covenant of the Ark, Ark of the Covenant, one dude's face off. Yeah.
The fun version, the enjoyable version, he had a good time getting melted into dust.
He did. Yeah. He was like, this is awesome.
That's like, what was so scary about it is
he was
the
like,
Ark of the Covenant, everybody knew.
Yeah. And then the goddess bird
gold dust.
Yeah. And then goddess bird gave Hanavar a little tip on where he can find his daughter. I guess that's chapter 5. It's called Shroud of Feathers.
Shroud of Feathers. I thought it was Crown of Feathers.
Yeah. I really like this chapter. I liked all. I think they're just escalating more, and I'm getting way more drawn in, especially with now that like with this chapter and like the lead he gets on his daughter. I feel like he's getting more and more of a focused.
That's a big key to the art's plot.
Yeah.
So far, like the biggest yet, really, other than picking up his his author friend.
Yeah. Who I didn't realize the person that like all those snippets we get at the bottom of the page, I guess it's like his descendant, right? It's not actually him writing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was to
it's his
go back
account,
to the last
but it's like editorialized by
Yeah.
one of his descendants who's also a huge nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jesse,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh no, and Jerissa was not his daughter. We can officially
Yeah.
confirm. I know we were talking about that last time. Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember when I got that part. I was like, all right, so I'm wrong. I was wrong about that.
That's okay.
Way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the concentration on finding his daughter, like all the clues that we get from this chapter, and then the pursuing chapters after this as he's trying to find. So basically, the goddess tells him like he needs to find a priestess in this town called it's like Arapa or something. So like chapter 7 is when he actually gets there and he's looking for the priestess. That goes crazy, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, chapter 6, we get a little sidetracked.
Yeah, you got to help out you got your traveling buddy, and he's got issues. You got to help him out.
Well, and
So I would like to say
move,
something about. Yeah, it is. I also want to say something about after finding this key piece of information, Hanamar kind of turns into a bit of a silver fox at this point. The way he's like chatting up these women, he's like, oh yeah, my author buddy, like, oh, his cousin's like really hot, and then you've got this other hot woman that's got like magic bullshit eyes. We'll get into that in a minute, but she's got magic bullshit eyes. It's like, oh, you don't need that nonsense to seduce me. It's like, oh, Hanamar. And then I'll get into his silver fox shenanigans more in chapter 7 when we get to it. But like, damn, dude, like
he's got the riz, dude.
He's gonna find his daughter. She's gonna find out she has more siblings all of a sudden.
Yeah, maybe bastards along the road.
We got a new sibling at 30.
Yeah.
you're an older sibling again at 30.
Yeah, I liked this one. Chapter 5 really felt like had like a strong like fairy tale vibe. Like there was like the classic like
the cautionary tale.
Yeah, the cautionary tale of being greedy and selfish, and like hurting nature and innocent things for your own sake. There's the whole thing with like when you showed that you were going to be a protector of nature or of the spirit, like the deer came out and kind of like worked with you, and you like, because you see earlier in the chapter they go through the water and the freaking black crocodiles or whatever come flying out of the water and take people out. But then later on, when they've like shown their intentions to be good towards the spirit, like the deer come out in the water and give them a little like what's it called when like people walk under like an arch of swords? I don't know, that basically.
Yeah.
And guide them safely. And then you hear the guys coming behind them just get ripped apart by the crocodiles, and they come through to go to the shrine.
Yeah. Howard's got this thing where he likes to take 3 animals and throw them together. So it was like whatever those things were like shark, crocodile, eels.
Yeah.
And it's like we just take horrible things and take all the most horrible parts and go smack. Ta-da!
Yeah.
New monster of the week.
Howard knows what's up. Yeah, the shark, crocodile, eel things. Kind of the show stealers in this chapter as far as horrible monsters are concerned. But the bird god Ark of Covenanting, the head villager. I'd also like to point out it's kind of an inverse of like how you think this setup would go. You think like the guy who's their representative of like the empire, like the outsider in this situation is going to be the one who's going to be like, well, we got this magic bird, we should abuse it. But no, it's the villagers, the locals, the people you think would have that folk wisdom to be like, hey, we shouldn't mess with it.
Yeah.
No, they absolutely mess with it. And he's like, yo, what's your problem?
I mean, even to the point where the guy, Circa, I think is the guy, the lead villager doing the bad shit, fucking smothered the old priestess because I think she caught him like plucking the bird or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like would have killed Tura, her daughter too, but she got the bird and dipped out. So basically the whole way he knew that he was ready to kill these 2 strangers just having some freaking soup at their campsite, you know, to like put the blame on them and try, even though he knew like they didn't take her because she ran away from him. It's like total dickhead.
It's funny because he's simultaneously like the scheming villain and the village idiot.
Yeah.
Like he's both at the same time. Like,
bad combination.
Yeah. It's like
if you're the evil mastermind, don't also be the village idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm the only one that feels that way, I guess I'm the only one that feels that way. But it comes across kind of like that. It's like he's got this really sinister, lying, scheming, cunning plan, but he's a total idiot doing any of it. The execution's terrible.
Yeah, he's a wicked fool.
Yeah, I think wicked fool is a great descriptor. I think you nailed it. That he is absolutely like he's got this scheming like cunning streak, but he's also kind of he's very short-sighted in how he goes about it.
Yeah. He was a retard.
Does not understand second or third order consequences at all.
Yeah. I also like this chapter and then like the following chapters. Hanavar kind of like ingratiates himself into the Dervan society and like makes himself look like a Dervan, and they think he's a Dervan and he acts like a Dervan. And it kind of like
backfires almost.
Well, yeah, but like also humanizes like Lucian and Tura, like you see they have like a relationship. Lucian like came to his defense, Hanavar's defense, when the villagers wanted to like lynch him basically, and he's like, you guys shut the hell up, like they're just here eating some soup, like what are you even talking about? So like had his back and basically kind of like allowed Hanavar to volunteer rather than like forcing, like conscripting him into service. And then like
very reasonable authority figure.
Yeah. And then ends up siding with like nature, basically. Like he sides with the forest spirit against the villagers. So that like, that's pretty humanizing for Dervan. And then also like a relationship with the priestess daughter. And
he's a really great mirror, like a really great other side of the coin is a better term, to the last Opio that we had to deal with, who was the dude that that tried to ambush Hanavar into the pit.
Yeah.
Like, so you've got you got one dude in a position who's in this like minor position of power and like abuses it and goes, like is literally assassinating people in back alleys and like, oh, well, orders are orders. And then you got another dude in the exact same position who's like, I'm not letting these idiots kill a whole village and piss off the gods and all kinds of like, no, like try and kill the chick I like. You're insane. Like,
yeah. Maybe he went a little native, even though the natives were assholes, but he, the priestess wasn't, so he was on the priestess.
Can you go
side.
Native when you're home? Like, can you go?
I guess it was chapter 7 where like it was like occupied land. I don't know if that first
one. From Ohio, I went native. What do you mean native? You went native. You lived in Georgia. I mean, I guess that's a bad example because Ohio and Georgia have completely different cultures. Yeah. People are way nicer in Georgia.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I just mean like, because is that like an occupied village? Because I know like chapter 7, the people there are basically, I don't know if they're occupied, but they're being told that they're worshiping wrong. And so like the Dervans come in and are like, no, you got to do it this way, not the way you've been doing it. So like, and they even like the spell at the end, like the monsters are targeting people with Dervan blood. So it's not targeting like the locals.
But they didn't. I think that was nonsense. And that, I mean, we'll talk about that when we get there.
Because I have, what's his face being super clever.
Hanavar?
Or maybe, Hanavar. He's kind of really clever, assuming the priestess wasn't full of shit. She just didn't understand who she was actually trying to mess with.
Yeah, she didn't understand that he wasn't a Dervan.
Yeah, he rules lawyers with their gods.
Yeah. Use their own laws against them. I like that. But dude, I don't know. I like all the interplay with the actual Dervans, and you see that like now that he's in their land, like they're not the bad guys in their land, they're just people, and now he's kind of like mingling with these people, and in some cases like kind of getting real friendly with some of these folks who
friendly with some of these Dervans.
Real friendly, and like the people that think he's like the boogeyman, and are part of a society that destroyed his home and enslaved his people. So it's an interesting, I don't know, little situation he's find himself in.
Yep.
Yeah. I really like the setting of the bog. I just like bogs, dude. I like swamps, like creepy, dark, I don't know, just creepy vibes, man. There's probably witches there, weird magic.
Swamps are not a fun place to go hang out in.
Yeah.
The worst.
Like, of any place that I'm like, yeah, I want to fight someone, or I have like a mission or something, a swamp is like one of the last places I want to be hanging around in.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so many things that can like F with you, from the land to like the weather to the animals.
Yeah, and like it can go from like you're like waist deep in water to you're on solid ground to you're on ground that's solid. Sometimes, yeah, you hit a sinkhole. I was walking. Speaking of swamps, training Fort Stewart, me and my buddy are on a dismounted OP. So it's literally just the two of us walking around. It's a new moon, so there's no ambient light for our nods to really amplify because we're under the foliage. So we're turning on the IR strobe and using it as like a flashlight so we can see. My buddy's about 5'4", and he's walking in front of me. And this is why this is relevant. He doesn't know he steps around a sinkhole. I step into it, I fall in a sinkhole that goes up to my chest.
Yep.
And I'm 6'2". Like if my buddy had fallen into that, he would have just been gone.
Just disappeared.
He would have just been gone.
You'd
I would
have
have been like
trying to fish him out.
Yeah, I'd been like, Jay, like looking around the digging around the dirt for him, but no, he scared him shitless because he turned around, he was like, Butch, like, because he's got his IR strobe on, he's expecting this big tall dude to be right behind him, and he just heard like, oh, and then he turns around and I'm gone.
Just a head floating in the water, dude.
Friggin',
oh my god!
Swamp Panther got Tyler.
Something chopped my buddy's head off.
Yeah, we were like, dude, we were so pissed. We were so pissed.
Yeah, that's rough, dude. Yeah, I don't know. As far as like a, I wouldn't want to be in a swamp personally, but yeah, as like a setting for a story, I like them.
Oh no, setting for a story is great.
Yeah,
because then I don't have to personally be in this.
Yeah. I really like the fading phosphorescent algae or whatever it was, the shit that comes out of the mud when you disturb it.
Yeah,
I like everything about it.
It's like he took the iridescent blue algae out of the ocean and put it into the swamp.
Yeah,
it was cool. That was a cool touch.
Yeah, dude.
It really makes the swamp seem even more spooky and mysterious.
Yeah, right. There's always like there's like swamps have this vibe. There's like a witch lives here and it's gonna fucking do something weird to me. Turn me into a toad.
A witch lives here. She's gonna do something weird to me.
Turn me into a newt.
Or maybe a little queen of the fairies lives here and she's gonna make me go for a swim.
Yeah.
And, ahead of our learns like the golden timeline is actually because of some witch in the swamp that has like nothing to do with anything he actually did. He's like, wait, that's the history alternate event? Why are you showing me this? That has nothing to do with me.
Oh man,
it'd be like the dragon, like in Dragon Ball Z. It's like, oh, like the Cell Saga could have been avoided if you like captured this mystic orb, like when you were a teenager. Like, what? That had nothing to do with us.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. What else we got here? What else do you guys like about Chapter 5?
I think that's about got it.
Yeah, I think that's about got it. I mean, we go in, we deal with the swamp monsters. Bird God comes, turns a guy to gold dust, tells everyone else to F off, gives like a boon to each of them, is gracious enough to not tell them, Hanavar of Volcanus, find a priest. Doesn't like out him in front of her. She calls him like the old one or the wanderer or something.
Yeah.
She doesn't address him as the general or call him by his name. She's just like, yeah, you'll find your daughter like this way.
Yeah. Honestly, like for the next chapter, I kind of had like oh shit moment when like it seemed like he was under that girl's spell, and I thought she was gonna like he was just gonna be like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking Hanavar. That's me. Can we go? Let's go have some sexy time now.
Yeah, no, he seemed to either. I don't want to know if I say he like kind of resisted, but like not quite.
It seemed like he like noticed the influence, but he was like, he like made a weird look on his face. He was like, "What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Why did I just say that?"
But he was able to like be honest with her without like outing himself completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say a couple last things for chapter 5. I really like the blue egret. Like it's basically the reason they plucked it. I guess we didn't mention this. The reason they were plucking the feathers is because when you like break a feather, you essentially get like a boost of luck. Like whatever you try to do seems to work out for you. It's like that potion from Harry Potter. I can't remember what it's called. Felix something.
Yeah, the luck thing.
Yeah, or you drink it and everything just fucking works out for you.
And even more than that, it even gave like minor magical powers, because there's a point where our village idiot snaps one of the feathers and is like, well, you might slip and lose your balance, and snaps a feather, and both Hanavar and what's his name, the Lucian, like face plant it immediately, lose their balance, and they were on sure footing when it happened. So it literally forced that to happen.
Yeah.
But it's funny because he spells his own doom. Because he straight up says it's like, hey, well, it'll like change one thing, but it like won't change multiple things in a row. Like, it just kind of turns stuff in your favor. It doesn't always win the battle for you. Yeah. And like that's literally what happened. Is the idiot used it, and then it didn't really help that much.
Yeah. No, it did not. I think this is the first chapter too, where we see at the end of the chapter, we see like the big entry at the end where it almost like wraps up. It's like his like final thoughts on that adventure. And Tyrus, however you say his name. Which I like.
I think in Tyrus, because Ty is normally from that part of the world and that era is a Y. So like Tyrus is Tyrus. So I think it's in Tyrus.
Tyrus. Cool. I really liked at the end of this next chapter, chapter 6, with the demonic psychic shrimp demon.
Yeah, the shrimp demon. Yeah. We've got to talk about that.
Yeah.
The Cthulhu shrimp demon.
Yeah. The vampire shrimp demon.
Yeah, so chapter 6 is what's it got a cool name? It's like the Eyes of the Reaper or some shit. Yeah, Eyes of the Reaper.
Demon.
Yeah, dude. So they go to I don't know, do a pit stop basically and check in on Antira's family, and come to find out.
Hot cousin.
Yeah, his hot cousin. His uncle went missing, and he was working on some like city job fixing the sewers. He's like, he's a bricklayer or some crap, I think is what they did. And the official story from the city is that his body vanished and that he was squished. Or no, he was squished by something, and they wouldn't release the body.
He was killed by falling rocks in doing sewer repair. Yeah,
but the cousin, the daughter of this dead uncle, is like, bullshit. I think he found something, and she basically wants some vengeance, some retribution. So she enlists Antires and Hanavar to go check it out. Yeah, dude, that little creepy chamber they find with the, all the weird eyes and stuff. I thought that was, like, looking back after reading the whole thing, I really like that, like, setup to what we end up finding. And the fact that the way to kill the demonic psychic shrimp blood god is to throw a bunch of dirt on it and beat the crap out of it with a stick.
Beat it with a stick. And you have to communicate this to future people with pictures. Don't write it down. Make pictures.
Yeah.
It was very specific.
If they pop up, even better, dude. Yeah, that was great.
Baby's first demon.
Yeah, but wow, what a cool monster that was. So basically, so the uncle dude was working in the sewers, and he ended up finding this secret chamber, and then the lord or whatever that like hired him to do it killed him because he didn't want the secret to get out, and went in the chamber. I think they say that he knew, he kind of had an idea that thing was down there, and that's why he hired them to go check it out. Which he doesn't sound. He's not a good guy, and he got real just desserts.
Yeah, he kind of uses this Steven's ability to like influence people's behavior. Is essentially like he's just like roofing women and like getting them to sleep with him
exactly.
with this Steven's power.
Again, touching on the sinister villain and village idiot all in one. Hey, we found the evil vampire shrimp demon with the Cthulhu face. What do you want to do with it? Oh, well, let's give him a bunch of blood and then drink the ooze leaking out of the back of his head. Or I'm sorry, not drink it.
Eye drops.
Put the ooze coming out of the back of our head in our eyes.
What?
Yeah, go milk that shrimp and let me put the milk in my eyes.
Put the shrimp milk in my eyes. I want to know where he got that idea from. Like, I have the shrimp milk.
How did he know
to put it in my eyes?
Yeah,
that's obvious what you got to do. Do they say that? Do they say how he decided? I'm just gonna throw this juice in my eye.
His sister brings it up and is like, "You're doing the eye drop thing again, aren't you?" And he's like, "Yeah," and that's.
I think no, she does mention that he read a bunch of books.
Yeah,
she was like, reading all those books finally paid off, or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
but it comes across as like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Hey Man guy on like TikTok and Instagram and whatever, but he like calls up and leaves a voicemail, and he's always like the random worker. He's like, "Hey man, I'm down here in Silent Hill," and it's because it's like, because we all knew
I'm
that
down
was
here.
going to be a good
Hey
idea.
man, I'm down here at Jurassic Park, and these rappers keep testing the fences.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like that
I
guy.
love that guy.
We a lot of Haymans in sort of, I don't know what possessed this dude to put the shrimp milk in his eyes.
I love that it's just like he has this courtyard and he like sealed it off, and it's just got this horrifying like eldritch god in a hole. He keeps throwing blood on it and then milking it. Just so he can bang hot chicks, dude.
Getting late's got to have less.
It's easier to just like have a good personality and like like bro, your method is a lot of work.
Yeah,
a lot of risk.
You couldn't just work out.
Yeah, just accept that you're going bald, shave your hair all the way off, and work out.
Grow your beard out. Yeah,
Hannibal's like in his 60s or 70s, and he's like pulling hot chicks like left, right, and center.
Yeah, dude.
He doesn't even have to mention that he's fucking Hannivar. He's just like naturally that charismatic. He's like, oh, hey, baby, you don't need no weird shrimp juice to make me see you, beauty.
Yeah, I'll say
I don't need performance enhancers.
as much as we compare, like this book gets compared to Conan, like he is much more. I don't know. He is more of a male feminist than Conan is. I'll say that.
Yeah, well, no, it's
probably because I feel like because he has a daughter.
Yeah, that'll do.
Who was a warrior. That probably influences a lot more of his behavior.
Yeah.
Sure. If like he sees like a young woman like struggling with confidence, he's more likely to like say something, and be like, "Hey, like you don't need the shrimp juice, the shrimp eye drops to make people see your beauty. You're like hot as it is."
Yeah. So just for everyone out there, so there's a creepy guy who date rapes girls with his eyeballs.
It's like a suggestion thing with the eyes.
It's a hypnotism.
It's like a compulsion thing. Yeah. And then he has a sister who is, I guess she's kind of homely. She doesn't, have a lot of confidence. She has like an ex-husband who like dipped out on her.
It was her teeth. She's
apparently
really
teeth,
pretty,
right?
but she's got big teeth. Like she's
got Hermione Granger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hermione Granger before the Polyjuice potion fiasco. But so she's like self-conscious about that, and she like even like tries to use her power on Hannivar and make him compliment her and like, "Do you think I'm pretty even though I've got these jacked up, this jacked up grill?" He's. I think you're right. I think you mentioned it, Tyler. I think he was into her before, like without even actually having to. Maybe not into her, but at least maybe he was
like, "Oh yeah, she's attractive."
Yeah. So yeah, it was just, and then at the end, even after like, her brother was clearly the reason that the whole reason he's there, that he killed Antari's uncle. Like he didn't like hold that against her, even though she didn't know about the murder, but she knew about, him date raping women and having this crazy monster in the pit. He didn't hold it against her. He saved her, and he comes back and is like, okay, here are all the steps. If this thing gets out again, put up some warning signs and
make sure they're pictures.
Yeah. And don't judge your worth on how like men see you, just go, it was a nice little ending. Made me feel good. It was a feel good moment.
Yeah, no,
feel good moment.
This is like I object to the male feminist label on Hannah specifically because Hannah is more testosterone than most of the other men in the story. Secondly, he again, there's the dad thing, but also like he is far more suave and charismatic, and he actually like believes the shit that he's saying. Whereas a male feminist is just trying to get laid.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I just meant
compared to Conan, because I read Conan. He's just like, she's a hot. She's like, hey, dude, check you out.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna drag this queen off to have fun time.
Yeah.
Well, but the difference is that Conan, for the majority of the Conan that we see, right? Conan is wandering without purpose. He's just trying to live life. The entire point of Queen of the Black Coast is that Conan believes that while he's here on Earth, he should live life as he wants to the fullest. Versus Hannah, from the moment we see him, is driven by a purpose to protect his kingdom, his people, his family. That's the difference. Is Hannah doesn't have time for any kind of like dalliance. So he meets a beautiful woman, and it's like, oh hey, like, and Hannah deserves to have a beautiful woman in his life, but he has to lie about who he is. He has to lie about what he's doing, and he's got an entire one-man war ahead of him. So he just keeps it pushing. Like, that's the difference.
From the tone of, I will say, from the tone of the last story, it sounds like we're going to start squatting up a little bit more.
Yeah.
From here on out, from just like those two guys who we're going to get more into like a badass crew almost.
Yeah.
Kind of the vibe I get where we're heading.
Yeah, I also like this like little bit of characterization that Jones does, where we can see that Hannah, he's really concerned about, like, he's like a method actor. He's like, I'm always going to be in character, because what if I'm out of character and I think no one's watching, but someone is watching, or what if I accidentally slip up and do like some old Hannah thing in front of a Durban, So
my God, Hannah.
Yeah, and then he starts to feel like he misses his old traditions, and not so that he's like super pious or devout, but he just misses the Volani way of doing things, of the tradition of his culture, which is sad and compelling. I like it.
Made by people kick so much ass. Too bad I have to pretend to be a fantasy Roman. Man, they just got all kinds of paperwork. Every time someone's like, "Can I see your papers?" He's like, "Hell yeah, dude! I got." Where did he? Oh, he got that from the pit, right, or from the gladiator area. He
stole all the paper. He stole the ability to make the paperwork.
Yeah.
So he can cut himself out a new set of papers whenever he needs it.
Feels the need to.
Which seems super plausible, and I like that it doesn't feel like contrived. Like, oh hey, yeah, here are my papers. It actually makes sense that he does have it, and based on where he was at.
I like the the disguise is hidden in the tree, and like he's like, yeah, like, I was a centurion in the legion that he dealt with most, and like knew the most people out of, and everything like that. And it's like, yeah, like that's
smart.
It makes sense. It ties in with his actual life.
It's something that's gonna be easier to imitate, because you're gonna have like a personal sense of like these soldiers. Like, you're gonna interact with POWs, you're gonna interact, like, you meet these people on the battlefield, you're gonna have over and over again, you're gonna have a sense of their character.
Or parlays.
Yeah.
What else? I really, so like the whole scene with him talking to what's her name? I forgot what her name was. Chapter 6. Drusilla.
Drusilla, yeah.
Yeah.
Drusilla or something like that.
That whole scene where she's like trying to make him feel good about himself, and she's just pumping like his worst nightmares into his fucking head.
She thinks the worst thing possible.
You go see the Emperor, and he puts a triumphant wreath or laurels onto the crown of your head.
He's like, oh,
for killing all the
Arnie.
Villani. Yeah.
like, well done, head of our.
Yeah. I was really worried that he was going to be like tell her who he really was right there. But fortunately, he did not. And then the whole like everything changes, the music stops. Like, what's going on out there? And like he feels the influence but fights it off, and then he throws her in the closet and locks her in so she can't go out to the feeding pit. And then they go out there, dude, and everybody is just like standing in line to get eaten by the bloody shrimp.
By the shrimp vampire monster.
Yeah. And I love that the tentacles, which you think tentacles are like slippery and floppy things, but they like the I forgot the guy's name. The bad guy with the balding, the date raper dude is like begging the thing not to kill him and just like punctures him with a bunch of tentacles and murks him, dude. What a good way to go for a guy like that. What was
Gives
his
him
name?
the old mosquito treatment.
Iridian, yeah. And then the idea like everyone else is just gonna get
he's
same
like
treatment.
Oh, like where he's like, all right, where are my people? Oh, homeboy's third in line, and his fucking cousin's behind him. Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think he says like, of course they're like third in line.
Yeah, I couldn't have a little bit of time to let the people I don't care about get eaten while I figure something out.
Yeah.
Like it's gotta like, oh great, like I gotta figure this out in one person. He's got one more snack and then I gotta get in there.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I like the like the shrimp god wanted to use Hanavar as like I don't know, like an avatar or something.
Host.
Yeah, as a host.
Well, and I thought that's what he was gonna do with the guy was like burrow into his guts and take over. You know what I mean? And be like, you're my meat puppet for now.
You're a blood bag.
Yeah. And I like that, like, after he throws the dirt on it and starts hitting it with the billy club, the thing's like, you idiot, I could have, given you whatever you want. And he's like, what I want, you can't give me, which I thought that was a nice, emotional beat there.
Yeah. Great comeback.
Yeah. Yeah. When Drusilla asks him like what he wants, and he's like, I want my daughter. She's like, oh my God, what a pervert. And she clarifies. He's just looking for her.
He's like, oh, let me clarify that. He's like, I just like the idea of like heroic, like I'm picturing it as like a movie scene or like a scene from a mini series or something, where like heroic music's playing and they're just dropping jars of dirt on this shrimp monster and he's just beating it with a club to like a heroic score, but it's actually this kind of ridiculous looking scene. This monster's like getting beat by a club.
It's the printer. It's the printer from Office Space.
Yeah. It's like with each strike too, it's like shrinking down. It's like squirting blood out and it gets smaller and smaller with each hit. Right?
Gotta beat the blood out of it.
Yeah.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Nobody.
The narrator gave the shrimp monster a very, even when it was at full power, a very nasally, very kind of like pathetic
like Squidward
voice. Kind of.
Nice, SpongeBob.
very, very nasally, incredibly whiny.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing about it was. It was a very whiny voice. I thought that was so funny that this powerful, nearly indestructible creature is like just whining at head of our to stop killing, stop beating the blood out.
Stop hitting me.
I can give you great power.
It's like that scene from Step Brothers. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm burying you. Dirt on him.
No, I'm getting buried alive.
Yeah, I really like this section of the book a lot so far. I'm just imagining.
Head of our says like a half a dozen times, like leave pictures.
Yeah. Because it makes sense. I mean, if you come back, centuries later and find it, the language is dead and no one speaks it, and you can do a lot of good. Yeah. I also like at the end with Antirius's notes, how he talks about he met, I I don't. His cousin's name is wild. Reciphone.
Persephone, something like that. It's like it's like almost Persephone.
Yeah,
but with an R.
He comes back like I don't know. What do you say? Like 30 years later. He comes back way later.
Like a decade later.
Yeah, and he tells her like, yeah, that was Hanavar, dude, and like she almost like even though like he saved her, he avenged her dad. She has like this like think how strong the herd mentality is amongst the Dervin's viewpoint of Hanavar. That she's still kind of like, oh man, that sucks. That guy, fuck, I wish he would have died or something. I can't remember what she said, but
no, she says she says she never thought that a monster like Hanavar would fight other monsters.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It's this, and then he tries to tell her like Hanavar wasn't a monster, you're a goofball, and she's like, just can't, because her whole life she's been told this story of that's what he's like this evil sorcerer kind of deal.
He's hiding under your bed.
Yeah, he's
go ahead.
I was just gonna say he's General John Wick.
John Wick.
Well, for real though, dude, like it just shows like how big his I don't know, mystery, his mythos is, or whatever the word I'm looking for is in the Durban Empire. That like she met him face to face and saw that he's like a legit great guy, and she's still like, I don't know, man. I don't know about that Hanavar guy.
He was so cruel to that shrimp monster.
Yeah, I think he was working some angle. I don't know.
It was all an illusion to seduce that dude's sister.
Which doesn't seem hard to do, honestly. Like she's just trying to give it away, dude.
Yeah, she's like feeling down on herself. He's like, oh no, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got for this chapter, dude. I really like the shrimp psychic god. That was like the whole blood pit. First time Drusilla sees it, like down there flopping around. Yeah, real cool, dude.
Yeah, the cool monster, cool chapter. I have nothing but good things to say about this.
Cool magic, abilities, whatever.
Yeah, maybe not the best use to them, but
yeah, not the best guy to have it. That's for sure. Oh, another scene I liked how he had it in his hand and he contemplated like using it to like help his mission. He's like, nah, fuck that, and he smashes it.
Yeah,
he got the shrimp juice. I was like, maybe I need some shrimp juice, and he's like, nah, I don't use PEDs.
I got that Riz, dude.
As the next chapter proves, he does not need shrimp juice to get in a woman's good graces.
Yeah.
Oh,
he does not need it at all.
Yep. The old shrimp juice. Anytime your buddy's just striking out, like, bro, you should have got that shrimp juice, dude.
Yeah, we got to find him the vampire shrimp juice.
Although that implies that you're trying to help your buddy force a woman into. I don't know. Just double-edged.
Don't keep the joke going. It just has to stay at one joke.
Yeah.
No, unless he's also doing like a performance enhancing, like make them think it was better than it actually. He's like, how far can I stretch this? I am a scumbag after all.
You just start worshiping him. Yeah, that's all I got for chapter 6.
Yeah, that's just chapter 6. I was constantly blown away, like, oh yeah, this is only like one chapter. It feels like a lot happened.
Yeah, it was a good one.
They're short stories. They're long. Like they're long chapters. Yeah. Like
there's only 14 in the whole book.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're on chapter 8. We're almost halfway through this book. Like
chapter 8. Let's see where does it start? Turn the page. Oh, that's chapter 9. It's like 200 something.
Yeah, it's 269 on my Kindle and 43% of the book.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Is like these are big old chapters. They're chunky.
They're thick boys. Every chapter on Spotify is divided into like 2 like sub chapters.
Oh, really?
That happens in the ebook too. There's like mini chapters. They're Roman numeraled on the ebook.
I didn't know Spotify had audiobooks. That's cool. Mm-hmm. I just
if If you have premium, they give you like 15 hours just to listen to. And that's in addition to the like music benefits of premium.
Wait, so you just get 15? So you could like split your 15 hours across like multiple books? I don't know how you do that, but interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I do it because sometimes I'm like, I need to listen to something else, or like this case, like, oh, Lord of the Shattered Lands on Spotify. Oh, I wonder how that listens. I think I'll listen to my chapters this week. And I was like, oh, this neighborhood is pretty good. What the hell? That's what the shrimp monster sounds like?
Oh, now I want to go listen to it, dude. I thought you were just saying like that you wanted it to be nasally. He was actually nasally on the audio.
No, he was actually very nasally and very whiny.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude. That is so funny. Yeah. All right. Chapter 7, I guess. Unless you got anything else for chapter 6.
Mm-mm.
All righty, dude.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we get Hanavar doing his thing, riding around on a horse, thinking about, I need to go find this priestess to save my daughter. He's turning into Liam Neeson. He's like, I need to go find this priestess.
He does have a very particular set of skills. Yeah, so this is chapter 7. It's called The Voice of the Forest God. But yeah, as Tyler was saying, it starts off with them, they're riding, and then a lady's coming in right for them. Her horse is out of control. She's holding on for dear life. Her guards are like a mile back, can't catch up to her. So Hanavar,
It was like, oh, haha. Well, guess what? Good thing there's a man around to save you.
Here I come to save the day.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, somebody darts your horse, I guess you're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
Which they need to get her a better horse. Like, if they need to get her a war mount, I'm just saying. Like, but
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah, you gave like this dainty, like. I don't think she says she's a kid. She says she's like divorced. So, like, I don't want to say MILF, but like, kind of like in that region, because she sounds like she's an older woman.
She's a cougar, dude.
Yeah, like cougar. Well, not necessarily, because she's digging on the silver fox. So that's
that's the thing.
I think she had some silver in her hair, though.
Yeah, she did.
They're of that similar range. Like,
yeah,
this is it's not like the dude's sister who is younger. This is clearly like a more matronly woman that is of Hanavar's age range.
Yeah. I mean, they can both be cougars, right? You don't have to go for younger dudes to be a cougar, do you? Or is that part of the
I'm pretty sure that's part of the thing.
You have to go for younger.
That's part of the cougar thing.
I know.
They're not cougars when they're dating their age range.
I know.
They're only cougars when they're after younger.
Yeah, no. My brother married an older woman. He's 27. His wife is my age. I'm 31. There's a guy at our church who he is like. It is like mid 50s, and his wife just turned like 82 like a few weeks ago. So we're like,
damn.
Yeah, so running joke for the longest time, I was like, yeah, he's king of the cougars. So king of the cougar hunters.
Yeah, dude. I was probably like 23. I worked at Discount Tire, and I had a coworker. We're like the same age, but his girlfriend, he lived with her. They had a house together. She was 45. I was like, bro, like, I mean, she was a handsome woman and all. But I was like, when you're her age, she's gonna be hecka old, my guy. Like,
Apparently, there are people that can make it work. People with very particular sets of skills.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, General John Wick is one of them.
General John Wick.
Anyway, he saves her. Her horse is out of control, and he runs up next to her and grabs the rein. He's on his horse, grabs the reins, and
it's like, hey, ride my horse.
Yeah, I love how her guards are all like super salty that like he saved her, and they just look like a bunch of idiots. They couldn't protect her, and they didn't catch the people that did it. So they're just like fucking right out of the get go. They hate Hanavar.
Like, how dare you do my job for me?
Well, and here we go again. We got the ineptitude and the moral the moral lackings are smacked into the same person all over again. And this this goofy guard captain, I don't even know what his rank is, like can't soldier his ass out of a hole in the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a dickhead on top of it. Like, it's just we know who our bad guys are quickly.
Dude, the scene where they where
Immorality makes you dumb and clever.
where Hannibal and Tiras are at the tavern, and then the dudes walk in. Silas, I think his name was, and the other guards come walking in, and they're like about to get in a fight with Hannibal because they're talking shit to him. That whole vibe, that scene reminded me so much of the scene from Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. At the beginning of the game where they go into White Orchard and they go in the tavern and they end up killing all the locals that are like, it's all the Temerians that are super pissed that Nilfgaard is occupying them, and they're just super salty. Which is like a similar vibe here because the locals are super pissed that the Dervins came in and are telling them how to worship their goddess.
Like, hey, your bloodthirsty goddess is wrong.
Yeah. Well, I think they worship the same goddess. They're just like, no, you're doing it wrong.
You're literally doing it wrong. And then the guy starts to pick at Hannibal, and Hannibal basically stands up and is like, "Yeah, I ain't afraid to go back to jail."
He's like, "Yeah, I beat the shit out of a cavalry officer one time," and the bartender laughs. That was a good little. Yeah, I like that. What else happened in this one? So then he hits it off. So he saves this lady. Then he lets her ride on his horse because her horse is wounded. So she rides on his horse back into town. He walks next to her, and they're just chatting it up, dude. Like getting each other's life story. I think he mentions she's got a nice bod.
Yeah,
dude.
He does.
You can tell he's very lonely.
Detail.
You feel sad for him, like he's a really lonely guy, and he wants to.
Notice how multiple women are attractive or could be attractive in each of these last three stories.
Yeah.
Like the priestess daughter that ran off with the bird, the bird god's baby.
Yeah.
He sees her, he's like, oh, I can see how someone would think her attractive. And clearly,
she's like strangely attractive. Is she homely or is she attractive? I don't know, but I'd be down. Kind of vibe. It's just like strangely attractive.
Strangely attractive.
Yeah, he needs the touch of a woman. I hope he finds some tender care in one of these next chapters.
I probably
sure.
Like he's book.
That's the whole arc of book 2 is him trying to find
trying to get laid.
Trying to get laid.
That'd be a short book. He's got the riz, dude.
It's like, yeah, it would be a short book. It'd be like 10 pages.
Maybe instead of trying to run around and save all of the Volani, I can just make more Volani.
We'll breed the Volani back into existence.
That reminds me because like he goes to the temple, and there's this whole thing where like there used to be a priestess here, but when the Dervin came in, they were like, oh, that's a man's job. Only men can be priests, and so the priestess fled. And obviously the locals are super pissed about that. But he goes in to see, and the priest is his his lady's brother. But he doesn't want to come out right and be like, hey, where's that priestess? I need to talk to her because he want to be suspicious. So he's just like, can you help me out? What does he say? With like money or something?
Total nonsense. He says I can't keep a hold of my cash.
Yeah.
And the priest is like, well, stop spending it on cocaine and hookers.
Yeah, go get married. Maybe that's a little foreshadowing right there. And we're talking about him getting a girl.
It's like, oh, find a good woman and settle down.
Yeah.
A good woman can like take care of all that. It's like, oh yeah, like your sister. Did I say that out loud?
Well, he says to him, he's like, you know what? I think I already knew that. I just need someone else to say it to me. So I wonder if he was actually being kind of honest there. He's like, maybe I do need to get a lady. And now we're knowing that like it seems like there's going to be a growth in the party size. Who knows, dude? I like that he's coming out and he's like, that guy communes with the gods as about as well as I do. Guy's a total fraud. What a sham. Fucking snake oil salesman in there, dude.
Yeah, I love I love like these like internal observations Hannibal has, because it seems like whatever he has to say is so much more egregious than like what he can get away with saying.
Oh my gosh, dude.
But yeah.
So I think the next thing is the servant boy shows up and invites him.
That bloody kid, man.
Yeah. Claudia's servant slave shows up to invite him to dinner.
A little pervert.
Yeah, dude, he's a little perv.
So, yeah, he shows up and says, "Hey, you're invited to dinner, and here's some money to go get cleaned up."
Yeah, he's like, "Get out of here! I'm gonna beat the shit out of you." He just says "out," but basically, it's implied.
Yeah, it's out. Ruins Hanavar's reputation with the locals again.
Yeah. And then they have like a little, little dinner, drinking some wine, and they talk about it. They gotta talk about like the role of like women in the temple, and she can tell that he's like, more foreshadowing. She can tell that he's like guarding himself. And he's like, if you want to just like talk and have a good night, I suggest you stop, trying to get my secrets out of me, and let's just enjoy each other's company. And then they get to drinking, and before anything cool can happen, they get drugged and pass out and wake up in it's like a forest, I think they wake up in, and they're surrounded by a bunch of cultists and creepy owl lions.
Yeah, like the people from what is that movie? Is it Cabin in the Woods? Might be Cabin in the Woods.
Midsummer.
With the big deer monster thing.
Ritual. The Ritual.
I think it's the Ritual.
Yeah.
That one too.
Yeah, the people who want the monster from the Ritual show up.
Yeah. And those monsters were cool. And yeah, like you said, the priestess shows up and she's a total dick. He's like, how am I going to get information out of this lady? She wants to feed me to a weird eagle lions.
Eagle, lion, wolf thing.
They had no wings, so I don't think they weren't griffins. Maybe they were baby griffins. Yeah. I don't know. But they were like very, they were physical, but they had like this ethereal sense, because when they completed their task of eating Dervan blood, they vanished.
They just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, which seems like a huge weakness. It makes it, they're basically like missiles. Like once they go off, they hit one target, they're done.
They're spiritual missiles.
Yeah. So they're all in the circle, and basically all these cultists are pissed off because the Dervans came in, fucked with their way of doing things, cast out this priestess who has all the locals are basically super loyal to her and to their old ways, and to their goddess of the hunt, of the forest, whatever. And these monsters come out. We're talking about these eagle lions, and she's like, yeah, these things are going to kill you guys, and they can't smell, but they can sense Dervan blood. And so
Hanavar's already like, I can exploit this.
Yeah. Well, they start off by like the priestess sends one to go just in front of them all to go kill the priest, who is Claudia's brother, and it rips him to shreds, eats it, and then they see that it dissolves. And then like you're going to say about how Hanavar kind of thinks about how she worded that statement about the Dervan blood. He's like, go ahead.
Yeah, so everyone's kind of like, Hanavar and the other soldiers are thinking kind of same wavelength. They're like, all right, we're going to scatter so that like less of them are chasing us around. The other guys are Dervan, so they're fucked.
Yeah, the girl Claudia, she's Dervan.
Yeah, she's Dervan. Hanavar's like, well, speaking of fox, I want to hit that later. So you climb this tree. Don't look at what I just picked up off the ground. I'm sorry. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but he picks up her brother's
fingers.
Keyword. Fingers. He picks up his fingers. The Dervan blood. Very, very specific for a reason. And what he does with the second one is metal as fuck. But he takes them.
Yeah.
He puts them on either end of the tree, and he goes and he hides in the fucking bushes because the things aren't actually after him.
Yeah. Well, he sends Claudia up the tree. He's like, you get the hell way up that tree, and then he puts the fingers at the base of the tree she's hiding in.
So yeah, horrible monster one goes, eats the fingers, fucks off to the nether.
I think eats just one finger.
Yeah, just eats just eats one finger, f's off to the nether one. He's like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, it molts and
her brother really went the distance with like feeding 3 of these things.
Yeah, and then like more of the guys show up, like the actual cultists show up ahead of the monsters, and
Hanavar kills the bartender among.
Oh yeah, he's like looking around for branches, and he finds one he likes, breaks it off, takes the branches off, like the twigs off, and gets himself a little billy club, and just beats the shit out of people with the club, and then steals their weapons, spear, and then gets a gladius, I think.
Like a General John Wick. He clubs one dude over the back of the head, takes his spear to have a better weapon, sneaks around in the woods, murders a couple of other guys, and then finally gets a hold of old deer antlers.
Yeah,
who's been harassed
the time. I love that he's like the cultist with the deer head skin on his head with the antlers is howling, and he's like, "Why the fuck is this guy howling?" And he's got a fucking deer head on.
Deer motif on.
And I was like, "You really sending mixed signals here, bro."
Yeah,
man. Maybe he couldn't do a good grunt call. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah. He's just not good at it. Yeah. Yeah, that's why Tyler's thing keeps doing that. It's trying to keep the theme giving us the grunt call.
Yeah. So the last bird, I think, well, he can also hear where the guards that were being dickheads to him earlier in the story, like they went somewhere else, but he can hear them getting killed and they're screaming. And so the last one, I think they keep it on a leash, and like they bring it near his tree area, and he takes the last finger and he shoves it down deer head's fucking mouth and like holds the story. He's like, fucking swallow it. And he waits, like feels the guy swallow it. And then they let go of the monster thinking it's going to go after Hannibar.
Yeah, so the perv ass slave boy says like, let it off the leash. And the deer guy's thinking, oh dear God, no.
Can't talk. He's like waving.
No.
Don't fucking do it.
Don't
abort. And the fucking eagle lion rips him apart. Training timeout, dude.
Yeah, it finishes the it fishes the finger out of like his intestines, and he is all kinds of dead.
Yep.
And then like we get to like the last few cultists, we got the priestess bitch.
Yeah.
And Hannibar's kind of got her like, is it a sword point or a spear point? I forget what he's like.
I think he just goes up and fucking stabs her, dude. I don't even think he like.
I think he does
sword. Because he had to leave the spear in somebody while he was getting rushed by someone else, and he borrowed a sword off the dude he just speared but the spear was stuck.
That's what it was. He came up to her and she was like, "Your daughter's going to be getting drilled by like a line of soldiers in the fucking." I don't know, somewhere.
Yeah, on a literal dung pile.
Yeah, like her legs are gonna be spread. Yeah, he's just like, yeah, fuck you. He's like, well, that wasn't helpful.
This priestess was a wash.
Yeah, but then Claudia jumps out of the tree, all possessed by the goddess.
Yeah, Claudia jumps out and she's like, "Oh, I'm having a vision."
Yeah, basically that priestess was a false prophet, led the flock astray. She tells the little perv slave boy to go and fix himself and tell his friends to fix themselves and stop being douchebags. And he runs off and spreads the message. And then what does he ask her? She says basically she gives him like a boon, and it's like one question. He asks her,
"What do I need to free my people?"
Yeah, that's what it was. And that's where he learns like he needs to his whole like attachment to the weave, like of the fates and shit is like really murky and not super clear, and he may or may not have a huge role to play in the future. So I don't know. He seems like he's in this gray area of destiny.
Almost like he could kind of forge his own path, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep. And she lets him know that people are on his trail, and that it's gonna be a close call. Like it's possible, but he's gonna have like a big challenge.
Yeah. And I think she mentions like being, in a group of two, like you are, it might be easy to spot. So I think that's kind of where we're going to be getting the increasing party size.
Yeah, we're going to squat up here.
Yeah. And then Antiris mentioned earlier in the chapter, he's like, you're always a Dervan officer. Like maybe you should think of trying to like be something else. So it'd be a little bit harder to track. But yeah, so he basically kills everybody, saves Claudia. Claudia becomes the new priestess because she just channeled the god through her. And she doesn't have memory of it, but she has remembers the feelings of the goddess and stuff. So
And he's like, well, you're the priestess now. Like, you don't have a choice. Like, goddess picked you. She's like, yeah, I guess I'll live with it.
Yeah. Tell those chauvinists to fucking figure it out and get in line, or the goddess is gonna, I don't even know, turn them into gold dust.
Gold dust.
It's sick of eagle bear cat on them.
Yeah. It's like these huge.
The owl bears are coming.
The owl bear missile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear the fur missile.
Yeah, and then it closes out with the historical little note, and basically the Empire is just completely like wrong. Like they're looking, they know he's back, but they're like thinking that he's going to go for the Emperor. They're looking at like port cities, and they're just looking at all the wrong places. And then the idea of like trying to track him across like the country, the inland, is like kind of like an afterthought. Like, just to cover all our bases, we'll devote some resources to that. But then
that's what it actually is.
Yeah. But then also mentions there's like another enemy that's not the Empire that's also on his tail. So I'm curious.
It's more supernatural. Yeah.
Yeah. The shrimp god is super pissed, dude. I got out of my box, dude. I'm all cleaned up.
Super pissed.
Got out of my box.
Demon.
It could be the Legion of Supernatural Doom. It's the shrimp god. It's the fucking mold goddess.
Mold goddess.
The mushroom mold lady.
The eagle lion torpedoes.
The eagle lion torpedoes.
We better get another Asalda on his side real quick, dude. He's gonna need some firepower.
Yeah, he needs someone. I'm curious to know if in the future chapters if he's gonna get like someone more, because he made a comment about in the chapter with the bird, how like in the past he had like whole like not legions, but like he had like whole like teams of like sorcerers like to protect him from like enemies' magic. So I wonder if like our next stage and like squatting up is like we need to find someone with like some kind of maybe who doesn't do magic themselves, but who at least like knows what's up and like can recognize shit. Someone who's a little bit more
magic
supernaturally inclined. Yeah, magic adjacent.
Like an alchemist or something.
Yeah, because the way these 3 chapters all have a common theme of like, this is why I say this world is almost more dangerous than Hand of God. Because Hand of God, the world has ended, the setting is shitty, the setting is actively trying to kill you, and everyone accepts that. This setting, people just go about their lives and step on some random magical landmine.
Like, how much of this shit deal with the vampire shrimp thing?
Yeah, like how much of this shit is like an outside context problem? Like, oh, you're just going about your life in like normal antiquity life, and then a mold goddess fucking kills you when you're just trying to enjoy a show at the arena, or
just go to a party and then the
shrimp monsters try to drink your blood,
lures you out to the courtyard. Yeah,
if you don't have like General John Wick there, like, oh, you're getting de-blooded, like.
I'm wondering because like obviously like the cover is that priestess looking lady that's hanging out with the dragon. Maybe he goes back there and scoops up a dragon. Oh, that seems like a way out of the way though, so probably not.
Yeah, this seems so far out of his way because that was like at the edge of like
Volantis.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of funny though. I mean, honestly, if it was like he gets
all the way
from
back
there, and it's like, hey, no, sorry, you need the priestess and the dragon. And it's like,
it's like the last story. He's like, fuck, I gotta go all the way back there.
Gotta get an airship, dude.
There's no fast travel in this game.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm really like these last 3 chapters. Honestly, including chapter 4, because chapter 4 is really where the book seemed to pick up a lot. Have been great.
Yeah, chapter 4 is definitely the hinge point where the supernatural threats like rear their ugly head and they don't stop coming.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't stop.
Even if like in chapter 5 the threat is not even so much from the supernatural stuff so much as like the villagers.
Yeah.
And then the hunters are still a big part of the threat in the forest goddess one. So it's still like these things are very like people are still a threat.
Yeah.
But then there's other horrible things out there. Magic landmines. Dead.
Yeah, it's great, dude. I went from like I don't really like this format to this format's great because I get a cool monster in every chapter that's different, and unique, and weird. I like it.
Yeah, the magical threat thing doesn't stop. I read about a half a chapter ahead because I thought we needed chapter 8 read too, and so it was. And then I realized like, oh no, we only said chapter 7. So we're still dealing with like. People have to cheat to try and deal with Hannivar, and Hannivar is just better at cheating.
Yeah, I know. I like that he's so good at this in this last chapter where he's like, he tells her like, you know what, stick with me. I'm gonna get us through this. Don't fucking worry. And like at the end of it, after he kills, handles all the monsters, kills all the people, at least all the threats. And she's like, "Are you a mage?" He's like, "No, I'm just really fucking good."
He's like, "I'm just that good." She's like.
I have a particular set of skills.
Know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two.
Yeah, dude.
She just laid down in the woods right there and was like, "Take me."
Yeah. Do you guys know? Are these 3 books? Because it's a trilogy, right? Are these the only Hannivar books, or are there other ones like when he was younger?
I don't know. I remember when he was on Writer Dojo, he said he could take it to 5 if he wanted to. Obviously that was before he tragically passed, so I don't know entirely what's going on with his legacy because he's involved in a few different projects. There might be some Hannivar shorts floating around that aren't in these 3. Like that wouldn't shock me, but I would have to dig around for them.
I wonder who has got like a similar style to him that would maybe be able to help finish. If he did have like an outline or something set up or notes. Because isn't that what Brandon Sanderson did with what was it, Wheel of Time? Isn't that how he
Wheel of Time?
He stepped in and helped finish it.
Passed.
Yeah.
I know Greg Martell on the sci-fi side has helped a few people or the estates of a few people, like their widows. Like there was a guy who passed like right as it's so sad because like right as his shit was taking off on Amazon, he got like was it leukemia? I hate that I can't remember this gentleman's name, but yeah, he died like I think 3 books into like an 8-book series, but he had all 8 of them outlined, and Craig Martell just stepped in and finished for him.
That's always cool.
Everything I'm seeing online has it just being these 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, that it's just the ones that were like this series. So it says like main series 3, number of works 3. Like so I don't see any like side things or whatever. He's got several other series and he wrote a lot of Pathfinder, it looks like, which is cool. I used to read those.
I've never read a Pathfinder book.
They were fun. They were small. They were like short novels.
Mm-hmm.
And you could, they were like $5 in paperback, and you tear through one in a couple days. I read a lot of them when I was a teenager.
Yeah, I'll have to check those out. I'm always down for good like RPG based stories. Yeah, well, I think that's all I got. You guys got anything else for this week? I'm
still ardent in my feeling that like, as far as like the worlds of the stories that like we've been in, I would call Hannivar as like at least the second most dangerous. Only behind Hand of God.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's gonna be hard to dethrone Hand of God for.
It's gonna be hard to dethrone.
For a fucking terrible place to be.
Yeah, I think it beats out Academy of Outcasts just because of the fact that like there seems to be like there are magical threats in Academy of Outcasts, but they seem to be relatively well known. People understand them. People are just dicks. Whereas this, like I said, you're gonna be out plowing your field, and then I got attacked by the evil spiritual missile.
Yeah.
Like, what if they summoned like one too many of these things, and like it just, or what if they ate all the Durans and then like oh well, there's one left, and it ignores Hanover. Does that one just go on forever till it finds like the next Durbin? Maybe it's just some poor fool wandering down the road and then
just
just
an innocent guy. Just a guy making a pot. It just gets taken out.
Yeah, it's like, oh, dum. I have nothing to do with this town or their forest goddess. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, and never mind the like weird critters that keep popping up, but like every town apparently has a scheming village idiot. Like, you can't get away from it. Like somebody's gonna make some ridiculous decision that they should have absolutely known better. That's gonna get half the village turned into shrimp monster demon vampire fodder. There's 4 dead people today.
I mean, this family gets wiped out if Hanover isn't there. If Hanover and his buddy don't decide to go check in on his cousin, that whole town gets de-blooded.
Just what ghost town.
Like, well, and then Mr. Shrimp rolls into the next town. Like,
oh, I love that, dude. That's so funny. Also, I think you made the point on the last episode, Tyler, about like all the bad guys or these idiots in each story, which is kind of Conan-esque. They get their comeuppance, like they die one way or the other, and usually in a pretty gnarly way.
Yeah, they all die horribly. Like all these people that are like so evil that it makes them stupid, they all die horribly.
Yeah, this book has a pretty sweet body count so far. It's definitely higher than Academy of Outcasts. I think maybe because I do think Academy that world or the worlds are pretty dangerous, but this is definitely like a darker story just because of the genre type and stuff. So maybe it feels more dangerous, but it is darker. So I don't know.
I don't know, man. Track killed a lot of stuff off screen.
Tracks alone is like that's.
Do the rat folk count as the rat kin or whatever they are count as people?
Yeah, honestly, like what if they're just like innocent, like they're like sentient or even sapient like critters that are just ugly and dirty, but they're like non-violent. They're just getting completely preyed upon by this giant monster.
Yeah, like, Tracks won a chapter.
I want Larry to do a short story from a ratling's POV where Trax is the villain of the story.
Trax is the monster.
It's just some like rat folk like swearing vengeance, like putting on like the little bandana, like I will avenge the death of my whole clan, which is all 200,000 of the rat folk that ate were like all the same bloodline or same clan or whatever.
Angry funny, Pigeon from Wizard Square comes out back for
yeah, dude. That was a good book, man. I like that. Okay, we've had like a good run. I haven't had any books on the book club yet that I haven't liked.
Yeah, we haven't had any that we've been like, damn. I have an update from one that once we end the stream that we think might be a little questionable, but like I'm gonna leave that for after the stream.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah. Speaking of that, I'm all set. I don't know if you guys got anything else to add.
No, we can wrap it up.
Cool.
Yeah. I think we're gonna wrap it here.
Yeah, I think chapters 8 to 10 for next week. I think that's what we put in the chat.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, and that'll leave us.
I can't wait to get Ben's thoughts on these gnarly chapters.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll be back next week. Hopefully he is.
All right.
Well, all righty, guys. Well,
I want Ben to sing us a recap of all of these.
The first 7 chapters.
The first
General John Wick the musical.
General John Wick the musical.
Hell yeah! All right, boys. Well, I'll see you next Monday.
Next Monday.
Later, chat. See you, Mallory.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't catch your. All right, later.
Someone just. All right.